The first number up today is 7, as in the 7 different governmental entities which have 7 different quarantine policies on how to deal with healthcare workers who treated Ebola patients in Africa but are headed back to the United States. Now, this all popped off over the weekend, as we spoke about yesterday, when the governors of New York and New Jersey issued their own quarantine guidelines to varying degrees of effect, and they were quickly followed suit by the governors of Illinois, Georgia, and Florida. Now, all of this did what? Cause confusion. And so the CDC said that we needed to have a national policy on how to deal with these healthcare workers, but they ended up saying the exact opposite, that we don't need to quarantine, but instead need to just monitor. And over the weekend as well, added to this governmental hot mess of not knowing what to do, the Army issued its own guidelines saying that the thousands of servicemen and women headed to Liberia to combat the disease there, when they come back to the United States, have to be sequestered on military bases for 21 days. Now, there are 2 things which cause panic. The first is ignorance, and the other one is incompetence. Now, the government wants to say that the public's fear of Ebola is irrational, but so is what they're doing. Now, the government of Nigeria had the exact opposite response to the United States, and last week Nigeria was declared to be Ebola free. When someone entered Nigeria with Ebola, the government created a unitary command, mobilized hundreds of people in order to track down the thousands of people that he possibly exposed, and ended up stopping the disease in its tracks. And so as the United States sends thousands of people rightly to Liberia to help out there, maybe the government of Nigeria needs to send people to help us here.